take a look at the general shape of the butterfly. Some butterflies are very long-winged, some butterflies are short-winged. So a swallowtail, for instance, will have very, very long, elegant wings. And other species will have much shorter wings. So the first thing I do is I look, here's the central axis of my butterfly. I look at my butterfly and think to myself, is this a short-winged butterfly or a long-winged butterfly? This is the central axis of the body. We see lots of diagrams of butterflies like this. Here's the head, the thorax, and the abdomen, and we see the butterfly has a wing up like this and a wing like this, right? And we think that that's how butterflies are supposed to be flying around, right?
That's like when they're pinned, right?
That's when they're dead and pinned. Right? That means an entomologist has captured them, stuck a big pin through its back, and it's an unhappy butterfly. When they are at rest, when they're alive, the wing, I'll draw this larger down here. So here's my butterfly triangle. I start with a triangle like this, right? And I have, here's my forewing. Right? And the hind wing is this space here. It just sort of cuts off the bottom of the triangle, so that their head is here above the center line. Here's my butterfly in a I'm alive position.
So the wings don't go up when they're alive. I mean, they're not above the head.
They don't flip up above the head like that. They sometimes will, you know, every odd moment kind of hold it up there a little bit, but not like the full spread position is so that you can see the entire surface of the upper wing and the hind wing for identification purposes on the dead bug in the collection. Right. So that's not what you get from life in the field. So I get a little diagram of my butterfly like this, right? And I look at it, you know, this would, if it were a swallowtail, you know, then it's a really wide triangle like that. We've got very long, pointy wings, as opposed to, you know, one of the other, you know, painted lady or something, which is a smaller triangle, right? And then focus on one side of the butterfly. Look at what are the patterns of lights and darks on one side. Where are there spots or not? And just noodle in all the details that you see on one side. Work that side in detail, and detail, and detail, and detail, and detail. And when the butterfly flies away, you can then copy that side over to the other wing. Instead of, you know, at the start dividing your time between both wings and not getting as much detail. Right?
So you narrow the base of the triangle for like painted ladies and stuff, and then it's wider here that way.
Yes.
For swallowtails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you've got antennae sticking out. If I draw a butterfly from the side, all right, I have, this time I see all of the hind wing, which is more rounded, and sticking up above that is the forewing. All right, so the hind wing covers the forewing. And so this is a fairly long-winged butterfly, one with a smaller wing might be doing something like this.
Did you start with a triangle?
From the side.
From the side.
Yeah, from the side. Did it start out as a triangle?
You could draw a little triangle. I started just by drawing its hind wing.
Okay.
Right.
So more
Then,
of a circle.
then here's the thorax and head sticking out from underneath this thing. Sometimes the abdomen tucks up underneath. The antennae are going to be coming out in front. And here's a kind of an odd thing. We know all insects have how many legs? 6. I mean 3 on each side. So we automatically draw these legs in, right? But there's a big group of butterflies called nymphalids. And nymphalids include the painted ladies, they include lots of the big, pretty, showy butterflies, right? They've got, let's see, where's the field guide? There we go again. All right. Lots of the really big, showy butterflies that we know and love. These guys up here, these are nymphalids. These guys here, right, these guys here. So a lot of these sort of large, showy butterflies that we draw all the time, those are nymphalids. And so we go to draw them in, we add 3 legs on each side. But the nymphalids are also what are called brush-footed butterflies. That means that their front legs are super reduced, tiny things that are folded up in front of them that don't even touch the ground and you don't see them.
So what are they using?
They'll use them to taste and feel. But when they are at rest on a flower, you'll see the hind leg, and there'll be the front leg, but you won't see, and the middle leg, which is coming forward, but you won't see the other leg. So just be aware that on a lot of big, common, showy butterflies, you don't get to see